Garoppolo, Miller the block at the left tackle. Here comes Jacobs on the move and into the secondary and up to the 34-yard line and hit by a couple, including Taron Johnson. It is a catch and run of 12, and he's up to the 33. Garoppolo to the side, and Adams with the catch near midfield, and heavily covered defenders on both shoulders. Knocked out by Johnson. Big time throw. 16-yard pickup.
Can create some matchups.
First down and 10. Here's the handoff, and it goes to Trey Tucker, a rookie, and he's on the move with the jet sweep and around down inside the 20 to the Buffalo Bills 16. With Jacobs in the backfield in the 1st and 10 from the 16 of the Bills. First possession of the game. Fake to Jacobs. Out to Adams. Nice block he got right there from Parham. And he's in for the touchdown. The left guard Parham sealed it off. And Garoppolo with the touchdown pass. And the Raiders on the board. 3rd down and 5. First possession for the Buffalo Bills. Allen's got it. Brown a block at the right tackle. Here they come, leaking through. Adam Butler chasing to the sideline, and there he goes running again. Leslie Frazier stepping aside after last season. 2nd down and 10. Hunter Renfrow is on the move. Bills in the nickel. To the air, Garoppolo. Miller, the block at the left tackle. Jacobs in the middle. Hit by Johnson, brought down, has the first down. Trying to cash in here on a deflected Garoppolo interception, 1st and 10. Out of the backfield, this is Deontay Hardy. Read well, brought down, Marcus Epps. It's 1st and 10 for Garoppolo. Has the time. Illuminora block at the right tackle. This is Abdullah, who is grabbed quickly by Leonard Floyd, spinning outside the numbers at about the 35. Damian Harris is the back, and he gets the call. Trying to go inside, the former 3rd-round pick by New England. Coming here as a free agent. Analyst says no PI. Abdullah in the backfield, 3rd and 11. They need the 35. Here they come with Floyd. The block by Illuminor, and downfield he's got Adams. At the 42, they get the first down. Good strike, 19-yard pickup. Garoppolo, 7 of 11. 2nd down and 10. Moves up nicely. Van Roden with the block, and he dumps it off. It's Adams. Beat Poyer on the side. A.J. Cole, the punter, is the holder. This is maybe the best punter long snap combination in the NFL, and he gets the field goal of 47 yards away. Harris is in the backfield. Hardy on the move. Allen. Oh! Almost grabbed. It's incomplete, and they were looking inside. Murray's the back. 1st and 10. Allen to the end zone. Broken up. Allen. Oh, grabbed and devoured by Diablo. Diablo had a terrific game. Played well against the Broncos.
The 3 of them haven't been on the field together since the 2021 season.
A.J. Cole to punt. The back is Hardy. Lets it go. Inside the 10, rolling to the 5. Pretty punt. And 4. The sack heard around the world. Cook. They'll stutter step, and then Spillane will jet right through, bringing him down, blasting his way in, and goes in for a loss of about 2 back to the 48.
The Bills have just controlled the time of possession.
Zamir White on 1st down and 10. Tackle made by Lawson. Zamir White remains the back at 8 on 1st down, 2nd and 2, and has the first down here. White is out of Georgia. 172, which included an 83-yard run by Breece Hall. Pretty discouraging last week. 1st and 10, Garoppolo. There's Hunter Renfrow to the 39, 38-yard line.
That's why the game was stopped.
1st and 10. On the 23. White. Bullets right through. Takes it near the 15. Couple yards shy of the first. Gain of 8.